so honored to be talking to Megan Randles, the global political lead for the high seas from Greenpeace. Thanks so much for joining me today, Megan.
Thank you for having me.
It was Ocean Day Sunday at COP16, and the oceans need our help. They're in crisis. From the largest blue whale to the tiniest phytoplankton that provide the oxygen we breathe. How are the ocean talks going?
So the Ocean Treaty, which Greenpeace are working on at the moment, needs to be ratified. We're wanting to make sure that it looks at some of the important parts of the ocean so that the Global Ocean Treaty can eventually protect them. Because that's what's really, really important for the ocean, because that's some of the areas are protected and the CBD can help with. And we think they're going quite well.
Okay, cool. I thought we already had a global ocean treaty, but we still need to get it ratified, right?
Exactly. The Global Ocean Treaty applies to the parts of the ocean that no countries have responsibility for. So it's called the high seas. So it's quite exciting and interesting because it's the global common. So the Global Ocean Treaty only applies to that, and that's the only way that we can hit 30-30 target at sea is if the Global Ocean Treaty is ratified.
How many countries need to do this, and how many do we have right now? And is Canada one of them?
So we need 60 countries to ratify, and when it's not ratified, it's not legally binding yet. So it's not causing any protection or doing anything right now. So yes, we absolutely need it to be ratified as soon as possible. At the moment, we only have 13 ratifications, so we do need to get to that 60 as quickly as possible. Canada isn't one of them yet, but they have signed the treaty, which means that they intend to ratify or they support the treaty. And we hear that they want to, and they are making progress, but we really, really need countries like Canada to ratify soon.
I'll try to push.
Please do. Our best ideas.
We need them to announce a timeline for this. When do we need this aside from today?
Well, we at Greenpeace are calling for the 60 ratifications to be done by June 2025 next year. This is because we need the treaty to be in force so that countries can start proposing new ocean sanctuaries. And we need 30% of the ocean to be in these ocean sanctuaries by 2030. So that's the timeline that we're on. So we need the ratification, and we also need countries to work together to start protecting the ocean.
Right. I talked to Daniel Pauly about banning high seas fishing. Too many beautiful species die as bycatch. Is this issue part of the treaty?
Yes, it is, because what we really want to do is make sure that destructive fishing practices are kept completely away from the most important parts of the ocean. All of the ocean is important, of course, but there are some parts of the ocean which are really, really special for nursery grounds for marine species. So yes, we absolutely need the fishing industry to stop being too greedy and taking too many fish from these places. And as you say, really, really want to couple that with making sure that bycatch is a massive part of the treaty.
I also talked to Catherine Cummins about banning all deep sea mining. The risks to our planet are too great. We don't even know what's down there. These areas never recover once mined. Is this a part of it?
So it's all part of the same story. We have, on one hand, countries trying to protect the ocean with the treaty, who just agreed it, and on the other hand, we have countries potentially looking to open up a whole new destructive infrastructure. So the two go hand in hand. In terms of the treaty and the International Seabed Authority, they are going to have to learn how they're going to interact with one another, but we want to ensure that deep sea mining never ever starts, because it's absolutely, as you say, destructive for our planet, and we should not be extracting more things from our oceans. We should be leaving them alone in the Great Ocean Sanctuary that the treaty provides. So we want to deep sea mining to never ever start, and we need countries who are interested in the treaty and becoming champions of the treaty. They absolutely know this.
I heard from one of my friends that they were arguing with someone and they were talking about deep sea mining, and the other person said they have to at least look like they recover under a microscope, and science shows that they're not ever recovering.
The science absolutely clear that if countries are responsible, they would never stop.
The International Seabed Authority approving Norway's request for deep sea mining clearly shows that deep sea mining needs to be added back in as well. I usually talk about things kids can do to help. To protect the ocean, we can all stop eating seafood, but this is kids' food. Greenpeace has released a report showing that our current rate won't hit our 30 by 30 target until 2107. That is in 83 years. That's 77 years to me. The Greenpeace International Report from Commitment to Action Achieving the 30 by 30 target through the Global Ocean Treaty, released here at COP, talks about the progress so far made towards the goal of 30 by 30. And guess what? Almost nothing has been done since the target was agreed in Montreal. Less than 3% of the world's ocean has been fully protected from human activity. This includes less than 1% of the high seas, the huge area of the ocean outside countries' jurisdiction. Apparently, in order to meet our goals, we need to start approving more than 50 marine protected areas the size of the UK established every year. That's one a week. Between now and the end of 2030 to meet our targets. Do you have any hope that we can still do this?
We always need to have hope because these treaties are really, really important. So we really need countries and stakeholders and youth to really pushing our government to say to work really, really hard to make sure that we can get these amazing ocean protections in place by 2030. So there will be a series of talks just like this one once we have it ratified. So we need lots of sites to go in at the same time because, as you say, we are running out of time.
Well, Megan, this has been a really great talk. As a thank you, I'd like to make a $25 Canadian donation to Greenpeace. Click the link below to donate, and remember, together kids can save the world. Come on, delegates, let's get to work. The world's ocean needs us.